What's up, everybody? You ain't gonna believe this. This girl privated her TikTok. I still got 2 videos, though. I think she was catching so much heat. Or she saw I was gonna go live on it. I don't know. She privated her TikTok, bro. I'm gonna see if anybody captured all her videos. I have 2 of them, though. They ran her off the internet, man. Bruh. Or she blocked me. No, it says this account is private. I guess they made it private. But how come you can't look at the account? I'll have to see. We're gonna get into it. Damn. Oh no. Hell no. Oh, not this. I cannot believe that, bro. They ran her off the internet. So we're going to talk about this for a little bit. I'm just launching in every platform. We're live on iCkEdMeL Clips. Well, she got to go hide. Stand on it. Or just apologize if you don't want to stand on it. The other guy apologized. The guy that was mocking the dead kids and shit, he apologized. Just apologize and move on then if you were wrong, but she just disabled her shit. Okay. Let me open up this video I made.
Those people.
Okay, let me take myself off the screen. This is the video, the original video first. Let me just take myself off. I was gonna do this. I did this pre-recorded, but then I saw her TikTok was active. So I'm like, oh, we gotta look at her TikTok because she was replying. She was getting a lot of heat and static. Some people were saying that she's a pastor's wife, and supposedly she has some business too. People were going to the business. I don't know, bro. Let me just show you.
There's so many people in it.
I know I'm probably going to get canceled for this, but Camp Mystic is a whites-only girls Christian camp.
Oh, no. Oh.
They don't even have a token Asian. They don't have a token black person. It is a all-white, white-only, conservative Christian camp. If you ain't white, you ain't right, you ain't getting in, you ain't going, period. And I think that context needs to be said in this matter. It's not to say that we don't want the girls to be found, whatever girls that are missing or whatever right now, but you best believe, especially in today's political climate, if this were a group of Hispanic girls, especially with them being in East Texas, it should be most likely Hispanic. If this were a group of Hispanic girls out there, this would not be getting this type of coverage that they're getting. No one would give a fuck. And all these white people, the parents of these little girls, would be saying things like they need to be deported. They shouldn't have been here in the first place and yada, yada, yada. So before y'all come at me, before y'all start leaving hate comments on my page about, oh, these are just kids and they don't know no better, the parents of these children who are choosing, and it is a choice in 2025, it is definitely a freaking choice to go into East goddamn Texas and to make a all-white enclave exclusionary just for white people, with all the black people in East Texas, with all the Hispanic people in East Texas. Somehow, some way, you have carved out an all-white, whites-only enclave in East Texas for your white children. Yeah, I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that. Once again, this is no shade to the girls. I hope they all get found. But once again, y'all have to understand the climate that we're living in. They want you to have sympathy for these people. They want you to get out of your bed and to come out of your home and to go find these people and to donate your money to go find these people.
They're not asking anybody to come out of your bed. Why? I don't know why this lady has to spin into that. Even if it, let's say, even if it was all white or whatever, who cares? why would you not feel sympathetic? You're not sympathetic. You're, to me, the verbiage and the way you're talking is you hope that these kids suffer. You're an evil person. You hope that these kids suffer because you're looking at these pictures and you just see all white, so they should suffer. And if it was anybody else, any other shade, they wouldn't they wouldn't be out searching. That's just not true. You're slapping those people in the face that are out searching.
Meanwhile, they are deporting your family members.
Oh, here we go.
Meanwhile,
this goes exactly to the conversation that I had last night on the live stream. What I was saying, if you watched this on iCkEdMeL clips last night live stream, we talked about the death toll and we talked about all the political stuff that's coming out of this. This is what I said. I think this is where these people are coming from because of the politics and because of ICE and the deportations. Now, I mean, they've been saying F white people, you know what I'm saying? But now they're just saying F kids, F whatever, you know.
They're setting up concentration camps and prisons for you.
These people are comparing Alligator Alcatraz to concentration camps, to the Holocaust. That's how far these people have gone.
Your family members. And I need y'all to keep that in mind before y'all get out there and put on your rain boots and go find these little girls. For this, but Camp Mystic is a whites only girls Christian camp. They don't even have a token Asian. They don't have a token black person. It is a all white only.
You can see her reflection a little bit.
white only conservative Christian camp. If you ain't white, you ain't right. You ain't getting in, you ain't going. Period. And I think that context needs to be.
Oh no, she didn't check out the. Oh hell nah, she forgot to look at that. It is a lot of mostly all white people in the pictures, but she said they didn't even have a token. Blah blah blah. Oh no, she forgot to check the Instagram. They got a token black guy right there. Oh no, they paid him to be there. They paid him. Our beloved J.C. Maddox went to be with the Lord, and he rebelled peacefully. He rebelled peacefully this morning. What a legacy. My grandmother, brother, uncle. Lord. Oh no, rest in peace, man.
Be said in this matter. It's not to say that we don't want the girls to be found, whatever girls that are missing.
We know exactly what you're saying.
But you best believe, especially in today's political climate, if this were a group of Hispanic girls, especially with them being in East Texas, it should be most likely Hispanic. If this were a group of Hispanic girls out there, this would not be getting this type of coverage that they're getting. No one would.
I don't need your sympathy. All this Latin. I don't need your sympathy.
Give a fuck. And all these white people, the parents of these little girls, would be saying things like they need to be deported. They shouldn't have been here in the first place, and yada yada yada. So before y'all come at me, before y'all start leaving hate comments on my page about, oh, these are just kids and they don't know no better, the parents of these children who are choosing, and it is a choice in 2025, it is definitely a freaking choice to go into East goddamn Texas and to make a all white enclave.
Or it could just be that the demographics of the areas are mostly white out there, and those particular areas. Kerrville, Texas is a predominantly white population. They do have some Hispanics, 64% white, 27% Hispanic. This is from, I don't know what year this demographics pulled. And there's some Hispanic people that look white.
This shouldn't matter, but look at Lila Bonner.
It's so
and
stupid,
we're only seeing pics of the groups that went missing.
That is
we
sad.
don't know the demographic of the rest.
Right. I mean, I don't know. She's like putting it on the parents. They just sent their kids to summer camp. And the demographic in that area is predominantly white. That's just what that particular, I mean, at least Kerrville. I didn't look at the other areas. Kerrville, you know, so yeah, but this lady got a lot of, she actually ended up privating her TikTok.
Exclusionary, just
before y'all go and donate, before y'all send y'all money, I'm not trying to say I don't want them girls found. You know, my heart bleeds for them. You know, we love the kids, Strick love the kids. Banner, it's bullshit, bro. It's disgusting. I'm telling you, man, it's what it is. It's the politics. the ICE stuff, and some people feel some kind of way, and this is their moment now. This is their moment. But what I say, when people live like this, I'm telling you, this is what I said last night. When people live in like this type of energy, and they're sitting there constantly wishing this upon people, they will never get good in their life. I'm telling you, because I feel like the only thing you're going to do is attract that energy that you are, that energy. Honestly, you're the type of person to stay away from. You're the type of people that people should avoid. Don't be friends with your type of people. Don't want to be family with you. What do you mean, your type of people? Don't want to be dating you. You're the type of people that people with positive, vibrating, radiant energy should stay away from, because you're a leech. You're a leech. You're the depths of hell, and all you do is suck life. Take care. Peace. So that was that. So I was just gonna post that and leave it at that, but then I saw that this chick had TikTok. And I was like, oh, let's come on to react, because I wanted to go through her Insta, because she started replying. Trying to find my camera. Where's my camera at? Oh, here. And but she made it private. But I was able to have one video pulled up before she went private, because she was getting some backlash. So the name is Sade's World 8. She made. Let me see. Let me try to open it here. Let me see if I follow. Somebody's gonna have to get. She might see my name and not let me get in, but somebody's gonna have to follow. We might have to come back later. But I do have this video. And listen, even this lady here, Amber out of Houston, says, "Sorry, sis. As a black woman, this was uncalled for. I love black women. I think we're amazing. But to love one another is to hold each other accountable. This was not cool, sis. No need to turn a tragedy into a race war. These poor kids have nothing to do with injustices in the world." All those blonde braids. This a pastor's wife, like a Christian of a Christian church? Seriously, just confused. Let's take a look at this. Let's listen to what she said.
I'll just chit-chat in a video. I mean, I don't understand all this, extraordinary hate or whatever. Like, I get that white people are not used to people telling them and calling them out on their racism and telling them about their double standards and how you wouldn't give a damn about other children, and how there's children in ICE detention right now who y'all don't give two fucks about. There's no prayers going up for them. But we're supposed to stop the world and stop everything we're doing to go and hunt for these little missing white.
So there's kids in ICE detention centers?
White girls. Again, I actually have empathy. So
I think they're giving these people the choice. Like, if you want to take the kids with you, they can go back with you. If not, they stay here. I forgot what's really going on with that. But these people didn't say nothing when Obama was doing it, and he started the cages thing. Now there's an uproar. The alligator Alcatraz might have a problem, though, because there's flooding. I did see supposedly it got flooded. They're going to have to figure something out with that, because that's going to be a problem. But these people weren't up in arms when Obama was doing it.
I put myself in other people's shoes and understand that.
Did they call it racism then?
That's pretty fucked up. But it seems like y'all don't get that. Y'all don't get that. Y'all don't have the empathy gene. For sure. It's very much lacking.
The empathy gene. Yo, you don't have the empathy gene. That's crazy.
And I mean, for y'all to just be on here, just straight up racism. Every comment, well, I wouldn't say every comment. I will say 99.
There's no such thing as Democrat and Republican children. Children are innocent, and no matter how you look at this, it's devastating for all involved. Prayers for all affected. Folded hands smile with a halo crying.
Thanks, Brittany. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for the 10. I mean, if you look at the comments, I don't know, too, because somebody's like, is this the new rage bait? I think she's actually serious. I think she's very serious.
Have just been, EBT this and welfare that.
I live in San Antonio. This area is close to New Braunfels, which is about 95% white folks. Their parents probably went to the camps long ago.
Just my styles. Thank you for the 5. That's what I had mentioned in the pre-recorded video. I looked up the demographics for Kerrville. I didn't look up the other areas, but Kerrville is predominantly white, so that's what you're going to see. That's just what the area is. But there is another percentage that's Latino and stuff like that too, but it's predominantly white.
and yada yada yada. Like y'all haven't.
I don't believe in either. Like having to force like pictures. Okay, we got that. We have to have a black person. We have to have an Asian person. We have to have an Indian person, just so we don't have backlash. You know, like it's like it's insane that you have to do these types of like I don't know.
It's been like 100 years. Y'all haven't come up with nothing new with other than the monkey shit and like y'all don't have nothing new. And when a black person isn't poor and when they don't fit your stereotype of, you know, EBT and whatnot, you're still gonna use it and it's whack. Like it makes no sense because it doesn't apply, babes. It doesn't apply. And with groceries being so fucking high right now, I am positive most of y'all are either on it or you need it.
Damn.
So
you're also lambasting and criticizing them for whoever's on EBT or whatever, but while also saying like it's a stigma, but you're also shitting on people that are on it. That makes sense. And I know people, black people, whatever, very successful that don't have this mentality, or at least living a decent, good life.
Y'all can quit faking the funk. Y'all can quit faking the funk, babes. And since I have 2 grown boys who just graduated high school and they're about to go off to college or whatever, our refrigerator is like damn near empty. And it's like, thank God, it's almost like I got a raise because these 2 grown children were eating all of our fucking food out of a house and home, but whatever. But since I get EBT and y'all are paying for it, I appreciate you.
I don't know. Maybe she was replying to other comments. I'm not even sure why.
Yeah.
To the EBT thing.
I appreciate my little 15 minutes of fame. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all gave me a bunch of followers. Y'all.
The forced pictures are for people like her.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Other social medias, except my Red Note. Go to Red Note. Give me some.
I honestly, I don't know. I mean, I know times are different. Social media. When I was growing up, like we didn't care about this shit. When I grew up in New York, like I was raised in New York, born in Louisiana, New Orleans, then raised in New York. And when I was going, we didn't think about this shit. We were just going to class, having fun. We didn't. It's just all this stuff that's happening now. It just wasn't even a thing for we as kids and my young years, teenage years. We did not care or did not even think about, oh, is this person this color, that color? Oh, I'm being oppressed or whatever. We didn't give a fuck about that. We didn't even talk. It wasn't even a conversation.
Some comments on fucking Red Note. I'd appreciate that. But yeah, tomorrow's another day. I'm going to be back out here for sure. And once again, to anyone who, you know, put my public address out there as more public, okay, do something about it. Like, come hither.
So I don't agree with doxing, but you should be really careful about telling the internet to come here. Yo, be really careful about taunting to come here to show up, because some people might show up. You don't want to, you know, I don't agree with doxing. I would not do that. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but you might be really careful tempting people to come here. You know what I'm saying?
I would love to see you walk your ass through this gate and see if you're not going to be leaving out of here in a fucking duffel bag. Like, for sure. So, yeah, you guys have been influenced by this MAGA coon Negro, and y'all are over here just spewing all this hate on my page or whatever. But baby, I gives no fucks, because when I say I am exhausted,
who should talk about MAGA coon Negro?
with white folks, and I am done with y'all's bullshit. It is exhausting. White people's bullshit is fucking exhausting.
It's you're the one that's exhausting. You're exhausting yourself. You're the one that's exhausting. You're creating this energy that's exhausting. That's what I said. That's what I said in the original video I pre-recorded. These type of people, they're leeches. They suck the life out of people. So she's here complaining about exhaustion. You are the exhaustion. You are the cause of that. People are tired of it. You create that energy. So you're exhausting yourself. That's why this stuff, you avoid these people. I would avoid this kind of person as far as I can. I'd stay far the hell away if I could.
fucking day of my life. You motherfuckers give me a goddamn headache. And it is just really annoying. And it's really been 10 times worse since this whole Trump shit has been off the ground. But whatever. Tomorrow's a new day. I will be back. The video is still up. You can go like and comment and give me a follow. Okay? Like, I feel like a little influencer right now.
So she ended up privating her thing. I think the heat got too much. I sent a request. I don't know if she'll accept. I doubt she'll accept. Let me try to see if anybody posted anything else, any of the other videos. The internet, if they really want to come, they will come, man. People were talking about this. I see it's all over X. Oh, check this out. So this lady, I guess she should have did a little more research too. This is the guy that I showed in the beginning, the guy that the Camp Mystic posted on their page a while back. With the camp being so racist and evil, this explains why Mr. and Mrs. Maddox hated working for them 69 years. People like Sadie's really pissed me off. So he's being sarcastic when he says that. Oh, look, he was a camp mystic. Our beloved Maddox went to be with the Lord. He passed away. Oh, so here's more information about it. JC and Irabelle Maddox came to Camp Mystic in the spring of 1952. They were hired by the current directors at the time, Innie and Frank Harrison, JC. They worked as the head of maintenance, and Irabelle did several jobs, including secretarial work and bookkeeping. The Harrisons found the couple to be highly trustworthy, hardworking, and dedicated employees. And it wasn't long before a great friendship and respect developed. When they asked why they stayed at Mystic for so many years, Ira replied, because Mystic has been owned by the same family for all these years. It has never changed hands in all that time. So this TikToker maybe should have researched this a little bit, but I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is all just stupid, in my opinion. I mean, we have to, I guess we're getting ourselves in the mud just to address this, how the depths of depravity, or how far this has gone, or just to try to get some type of understanding. There's a few black people. It is mostly white. It's a mostly predominantly white area. That's just what it is, you know? The camp has a good reputation. I mean, I guess over 100-something years it's been since there. And there's a Latin community, but some Latins, they're very light skinned. Some Latinos are light, but honestly, who cares, Joe? This crazy criteria that we have to fill in the appropriate amount of colors or shades, and if we don't have it, we got to throw them in there or get them in there free just to meet some criteria. That just is what it is. The population right there. The heck? It's insane. But again, like I said last night, I think that's where it's stemming from, all this, like, the attitude. And then, well, the other thing too is, like I said, the Trump, the cuts, the FEMA cuts, they're saying basically, oh, you know, Texas, one, just 'cause there's a lot of red states. I mean, look at the way the election went. There was a lot of red states, or swing states even. So some people are saying F those states, or some people are trying to say, well, you know, this is what you voted for, so this is what you get. Let me see. Damn, this is crazy. These people online are crazy.
A pastor's wife born without the empathy gene, dropping the G-damn, and spewing prejudicial rhetoric. People like her are the problem creating divide.
Well, she could bring some issues for that guy. If there's somebody in the comments said I wasn't able to look. I should have downloaded her page. I didn't know she was gonna. Her page was public 30 minutes ago, and so when I scheduled the stream, I thought it was still gonna be public, and literally I scheduled it, and like 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, it's private. I guess because it started getting more and more attention. Oh, so they're saying the woman's. Oh, they found her. Oh, oh, Sarah Fields is on the case. Oh Lord, so this thing already went viral. This thing was her name is Sade. She's a market manager. Okay, I'll leave that part out. It's all over X. So she has a job. Oh, well, market manager and a non-resident fellow at Princeton University. She serves as the board of directors for Houston Food and Security. So, that's what I'm saying. You tempt these people to come for me. Oh, they might come for you. It's crazy. I don't feel like anybody should, hurt her, harm her, anything like that. I don't advocate for that. But they pulled her up. They pulled her up, or I guess where she works, everything. I mean, it's public. I guess she has it on. She has her Instagram. It's on Instagram. That's why I guess she went private. So she's it says, ooh, I just saw lightning. Pan-Africanism is a movement that seeks to unify and empower people of African descent, both African continent and in this diaspora. Okay. Oh, so thank you for tagging me. Oh, they were update statement released from Houston mayor 40 minutes ago. The comments shared on social media are deeply inappropriate. Damn, the Houston mayor? Are they talking about her? The comments, this was this morning, the comments shared on social media are deeply inappropriate and have no place in a decent society, especially as families grieve the confirmed deaths and the ongoing search for the missing. The individual who made the statements is not a City of Houston employee. She was appointed to the city's Food Insecurity Board by former Mayor Sylvester Turner in 2023, and her term expired in January 2025. Mayor John Whitmire has no plans to reappoint her, and the city is taking immediate steps to remove her permanently from the board. Wow. So she's getting what she asked for. Woo! Wow. Wow. She should have known these people were going to find her. Sarah did a really good job with this. Somebody here replied to under the post. I retweeted the original post if you want to see it on X. Sarah Fields researching it. Conservative Republican state rep chairman of Committee on Homeland Security, Public Safety, U.S. Army veteran, child of God. To the extent it matters, Kerr County is Central Texas, not East Texas, but her knowledge of state geography and her racism underscore her education, which was based on bullshit like DEI, racial reckoning, and Pan-Africanism, victimization, etc., and a plethora of racialist mantra. You hate to respond to this vile nonsense and risk giving it credence, but the only way to stop it stops is with moral clarity, and really this behavior needs to stop. This is crazy. I think this woman has either forgotten or is just ignorant to the fact that black people in the United States of America comprise the wealthiest and most blessed segment of black people in the entire world. This is the best place to be. I mean, thankful to be here. I'm so glad that I can freaking stream. Like where else? I mean, I guess in other countries you could do the same. But look, I'm thankful every day. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? I think this woman has either forgotten or is just ignorant to the fact that black people in the United States comprise the wealthiest and most blessed segment of black people in the entire world. But none of this matters because with leftism, It is all about the political end at the expense of the outpouring of grief of over several children missing due to a catastrophic weather disaster. And I might add, a level of compassion and concern was surpassed with the response to Hurricane Harvey, which impacted many of our Black Texans. These statements by the woman are just horrible. Governor Abbott has declared July 6th a statewide day of prayer, and my hope and prayer is that God's comfort to these families in grieving through this experience and for the thoughtful reflection of this individual that she asked for forgiveness and that her heart is filled with compassion. When she had mentioned about her 2 kids going off to college, I was thinking too, those kids probably grew up with whatever she grew up with, like the mentality or being told certain things. Those kids probably feel the same way. But this has blown up. I didn't even know before just now that how much it had blown up. I thought I was one of the first people talking about this thing. I didn't realize it blew up like that. No, they're saying that this woman is married allegedly to a white pastor. No. Come on, man. No.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No,
I like that.
That's what they're claiming? Oh, no. She's also married to a white pastor, apparently. Can you imagine this woman who is also married to a white pastor, supposedly is a church person, someone who claims to be involved in her community, by all means, giving the appearance of being normal and sane. And this is the kind of horrible stuff she publicly posts on social media. It's truly disconcerting. Oh, Lord. He's a pastor at a Unitarian church. I don't even know what that is. A Unitarian church? So not Christian. A church in name only. I mean, he might be white, but maybe he feels the same way she does. Maybe, I don't know. There's no way I could see them being together and they both have opposing views like that hard, I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but... Oh, I forgot to show this, too. Rosie O'Donnell, I just want to check in with Rosie. Rosie left the country. Rosie had left the country and, she said she was tired of Trump. She dislikes Trump heavily. But she still keeps talking about him, even though she's left the country. I think she should go to Ireland or something. She left the country. That's what I tell you about some of these people, is that their whole life, they are the negativity that they're talking about. They're complaining. So even though she left to a whole nother country to better her life, to get away from all this, somehow she can't help but continue to keep talking about this shit. Okay, so 63-year-old Ireland resident Rosie O'Donnell blames the Texas flooding tragedy on Trump, says we would start seeing disasters like this every day. These are the results of what we're going to start seeing on a daily basis because of him. She moved halfway across the world and still only thinks and talks about Trump. Wow, let's see what she had to say.
And what a horror story in Texas. The flash floods in Texas, the Guadalupe River. 51 missing, 51 dead, more missing. Children at a camp. And when the president guts all of the early warning systems and the weathering forecast abilities of the government, these are the results that we're going to start to see on a daily basis, because he's put this country in so much danger by his horrible, horrible decisions and this ridiculously immoral bill that he just signed into law. As Republicans cheered, people will die as a result, and they've started already. Shame on him. Shame on every GOP sycophant who's listening and following the disastrous decisions of this mentally incapacitated POTUS.
Mentally incapacitated? Oh, this is sad here. Somebody said asking TUFB coach Lytle, asking all for a prayer miracle. My baby girl Kellyanne, she's still one of the Mystic campers who was unaccounted for. This was posted 8 a.m. this morning. I'll never forget when she told me she had a lead solo at the Christmas pageant. She's absolutely fearless. There's a little brown girl right there, and some other kids, brown kids right there too. That doesn't fit the what Sadie's. I mean, who cares though? But it doesn't fit the. Even this kid over here looks little. There's a couple little kids looking like a little Latin or a little brown in them or something. I don't know if this is the camp or the school, but you know.
What do all the reindeer do from Christmas Day to December 22? How do they fill up the day?
Yeah, it's just sad, man. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Jeez. Mm-mm. That's sad. I don't know. I still don't understand. See, the camp thing, I know some people talked about lawsuits and is it possible? And like, you know, well, how do you sue Mother Nature? I don't know. I wonder if they could try to find some angle about like preparedness. You know, is there some type of angle they can hit of like, well, you know, I don't know, like there was some type of warning sent out that there could be a problem with the system, though. There really could be, as far as like, what if people are sleeping? You know, I don't know. But even the camp director, right? Two camp directors were killed. I don't know. Like, I don't know if they could find an angle to sue it. Maybe about like why not evacuate the kids? I know it was like no, these kids were sleeping. Everybody was sleeping. I don't know. I really don't know if they have any kind of angle or not to sue. Oh, that lady? Yeah, they probably could. Emily? Yeah, they probably could sue that lady. I don't know if it'd be worth it, but they might be able to.
Even in RV park, this was an empty property for families to come and enjoy the river. The RV park, at least over 100 yards away. But this all just shows the force of the floodwater. A refrigerator right here, and then a hot tub right behind it. And one of the most jarring scenes, I mean, we have to remember that this isn't just numbers that we're talking about. These are people. These are lives. There's, Asian, if you can show that vest, it's a vest balancing on top of this tree, a flotation vest that people may have been using, or if they were just trying to use the river for the weekend. There's so much to look at, and it's not just that on the ground. We saw a dead deer balancing at the top of a tree, just right behind me. We're not going to show you that image, but we were talking to the property owner who said that just shows how long this search is going to take. I mean, we walked by it, and then he turned around and he saw that deer hanging from the top of a tree. I want to show you around the bend, Asian, if you want to follow me. Just to show you the magnitude of the trees that were knocked down here. I mean, it stretches all the way to the river. You can see the river across the distance. We were told even that the property owners across that hill have been here for more than 100 years. No one had ever seen anything like this, just how fast the water came. Take a look. Those three people, one of them being the property owner, are just looking across the hill of the devastation that's here. I mean, those are RVs, those are roofs and trees balancing on tree limbs. But they are continuing the search out here. I mean, it's the property owners, it's community members, it's businesses in the area that have all come here. They're combing through this area. They're searching through trees. They've checked all of these RVs and all of these trailers to see if anyone's inside, and they haven't found anyone as of this morning. But we also saw helicopters. I mean, at least 2 helicopters we saw circling this area by the dam. You can see that the dam is right off in the distance over there. Just to give you some idea of where we are just east of the dam, off of 27. And people have been working here since really the early morning. I talked to a crew that got out here at 9, another crew that got out here at 7. Some people who said that they only spent a couple of nights in their hotel or in their house last night just to be able to come back here and continue this search. It just shows the magnitude of what's going on, Japhanie.
All right, Avery, thank you so much. Please stay safe out there as you continue to bring us the coverage from across that viewing area. All right, at this time, 12:12. Again, the latest numbers into our newsroom: 59 dead, still an unknown amount of people unaccounted for. Our hearts are definitely out for people who are impacted.
She's still saying 59, but Associated Press is saying 70. Watch guard troops evacuated a group of campers needing assistance. Let's see. It's nasty outside right now. Woof, it's gonna be thundering. As far as the weather, cloud seeding, I did talk about that a little bit last night too. There is a literal government website, so like .gov, where they talk about the Texas rain enhancement. Now it's supposed to be used for drought. It's supposed to help, with droughts. But like we've talked about, I do wonder about the effects, messing with Mother Nature. Creating these artificial situations, modifying the weather. Texas has an active rain enrichment cloud seeding project, including the areas near Kerr County via South Texas Weather Modification Association. However, these aim to combat drought and increase rainfall modestly, 5 to 15%. No evidence suggests that they cause or exacerbated the July 2025 flooding. Yeah, it's still really interesting. Still really interesting. I mean, I don't know. I remember that crazy, I talked about it last night, that crazy downfall of rain that they had in Dubai, and they do cloud seeding over there. Like it was like everything was flooding. I forgot how long ago that was, months or a year ago or something. The stuff that's colored on the map, you see the orange, the red, these are the areas, but in between right here, you have these areas right here. Kerr. Oh, it's supposed to be the other one there too. Kerr. It's nasty over there too? Really? Oh. Some people still don't really believe it. You have to at least concede the cloud seeding, because that's just public. It's just everywhere. There's no, So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were there is some type of effects. I don't know what that could be. Effects messing with the weather, giving prescription medication to Mother Nature. Like we're giving medication to Mother Nature. What's the side effects? Antidepressants for Mother Nature, for the clouds. SSRIs for the clouds. What are going to be the side effects? They're trying to give us synthetic medications, but we're the ones that provide. Mother Nature provides. Oh, Lord, he is a white guy. Oh, Lord. How is she going to talk about all this stuff with white people and she over here married to a white guy? Yo, you can't make this up. Oh my gosh.
I was raised in Houston. When it rains, the water rises fast. Unfortunately, there is no warning. 45 minutes is not enough time for that much water. Those poor babies. My heart goes out to all. That woman in Riosi should be ashamed.
Vicky, thank you so much for the 50. I appreciate that. Really kind of you. Water rises fast. Unfortunately, there's no warning. 45 minutes is not enough time for that much water. It's just sad, and it happened at night. This is crazy. Saying all this stuff about white people and they're racist and horrible and all this stuff, and then you hear, looks like maybe married to this guy here that's white. I don't know, man. That's why, like, some of these people, you just can't even, like, don't let these people get you out of shape, because look what we're watching right now. Miss Motormouth says, I agree, girlfriend. I'm here in Texas. Everything you said, I've given you an amen. There was a weather lady on the main channel we watched that she gave a really good explanation of how the weather went down. She did a really good, just how the rain came in and stuff. And it's just, you know. So here they're saying.
Okay, Dylan's hanging with me because we want to get to our own Peyton Yeager, who has been doing some just incredible work down there on the ground in the zone. And Peyton, I understand you are actually in Camp Mystic.
Oh, she's at Camp Mystic. Okay.
Hi, Casey. Hi, Dylan. We are at Camp Mystic, and I know the city manager just mentioned they are going to do everything they can to find these girls. At the last update, 11 missing campers and 1 counselor here from Camp Mystic. We are just along the shoreline of the Guadalupe River. Behind me, it is all hands on deck, cleaning, finding information here at Camp Mystic. I'm going to move out of the way because we do have the side of this building here on the Camp Mystic grounds was completely washed away, and you can see those troopers in front. Also, if you see people in ponchos, it is raining off and on here in Hunt, Texas today, so making those search and recovery efforts harder. So we do have that building. I mean, it's right up against the river, so you're just imagining in the middle of the night, like Dylan mentioned, that water rushing down this river. But we do have some girls that I'm going to talk about in a few minutes who are from North Texas. Their families are here in Kerr County, and they are getting that devastating news that those little girls' bodies were found. And there's also families here who have not received any information. Again, 11 missing girls from Camp Mystic and 1 counselor. All of those are unaccounted for. Again, it's all hands on deck. It's devastating to see. We have people here, employees, we have first responders here at Camp Mystic, there were trunks. I'm a girl, we went to camp, we decorated trunks. We were so excited. So we were, they were pulling trunks that were close to the river. And then we also have people who are taking stuff out of what looks like cabins, their buildings. So we've seen them pulling out mattresses, anything to identify these little girls. So what we know, what I've been covering and talking with these North Texas families as my photographer, pans around and on social media, if you know Lila Bonner and Eloise Peck, they are best friends. They're from Dallas. They came to Camp Mystic together. They did not survive the floodwaters. They were going into the 3rd grade, attending Bradfield Elementary and Highland Park ISD. I know Highland Park ISD and University Park up there in Dallas. They are deeply hurting tonight. Also, I want to mention 9-year-old Janie Hunt of Dallas. She died. Her family confirmed to Fox 4 yesterday. And we know there are other North Texas families and so many families who are just waiting for answers. I'm going to have my photographer pan here to the left a little bit, if you can, just to show this way. I'm so sorry. Just to show the river that came through and just blew over these trees. And we've seen men who are searching along this shoreline. I do not know who they are. I do not know if they're first responders or associated with the camp, but there's this man in the light blue who has been going up and down the riverbank since we have arrived, just looking for anything. And I'll just add an anecdote. Yesterday, we were in Kerrville and then Ingram. So today we made the trip up to Hunt, where Camp Mystic is. And the damage up here is extensive. I mean, you can really see where that rushing water was raging downstream. And last update from Governor Abbott is, oh, I'm being told that this man does have a badge. Okay, so we've been told that there are first responders that are going up and down this river just trying to search for any information. But like Governor Abbott said earlier last night, and first responders earlier today, this is a challenging recovery effort. It's an incredible amount of debris. There's trees that are blown down. We saw furniture and cars wrapped in the trees. Boulders. My photographer and I took a little bit of a trek for us to get up here. Yeah, I do see that man has a badge, but yeah, we're out here just trying to get any information. It is somber, I can tell you, here at Camp Mystic, but Casey, it's all hands on deck.
Yeah, Peyton, you talked about your trek, and I wonder how you guys got there, because we obviously initial reports were that roads were washed out. They couldn't even access it because of debris, which is why there had to be so many of those evacuated by air, by those helicopter baskets. What was it like? How difficult?
Last name first on X said, all the warning in the world wouldn't have mattered. At this speed, we constantly get flash flood warnings. It's like white noise. That's what I was thinking. It's probably like white noise until you get like that emergency one. Water rose exponentially at the speed increase. As the speed increased. Hey, Nola. Oh, yeah, the cleanup is going to be... Oof. We saw that video. That's been a viral video.
Covered with rushing water. Dylan Federico again is here with us here at the desk. I'm just narrating this for you again, folks watching us on Fox Digital and our streaming platforms. This is a different format, okay? This is not a traditional polished newscast where everything is quick, sharp. This is live. This is happening as we are on the air. We are watching this with you, the viewer. So I'm pointing things out that we don't normally point out on a newscast. But Peyton, obviously, and
okay. There was also this, just real quick, there was this crazy explosion yesterday in Utah. I can't even keep up anymore. I'm so far behind with all the explosions that have happened and the bodies are, I don't know what is going on. New video, explosion at Harriman, Utah, Domino's after driver crashed into the building. Evacuation due to concerns of gas leak.
Oh! What? Oh!
everything is blowing up around. I wonder if they have any new updates on that, any injuries or deaths or what happened there. 3 vehicle crash since SUV crashing into the business. Wow. What's going on, man? It's like everywhere. Every day something blowing up. Three people were injured and evacuation orders were issued at the terrifying incident at the strip mall. So it looks like everybody survived, according to the Sun article. It's really, really sad, man. All these deaths with I was gonna say hurricane, the flood. So many people, man. Yeah, I hope they thoroughly investigate all this and get down to what we could do better next time, if anything.
Regardless of race, color, or creed, these are children. Dismissing their disappearance is sick and unacceptable. That woman must not be a parent or have a heart. Thank you for your coverage.
Restore Faith, thank you. She's definitely getting a whole bunch of backlash. Well, not somebody. I don't want to say their name, but a subscriber told me they got into the lady's account, so I'm curious to see if they'll be able to get anything. I don't want to say the name because I don't want if the lady's listening to go block this person, you know. But somebody got inside the TikTok. I'm curious to see what this lady's saying. What else? I didn't get to really look at her TikTok before she privated it. That is crazy, man. All right, guys, I'm going to head out for now. There is another update later tonight, I think. Let me just double check. Gabrielle posted this. Oh, later this afternoon, I guess. 10 a.m. Texas time zone, and another one at 3 p.m. So maybe it's not that far from now. Maybe at 4 we'll come back and check for another update. I think those are the ones that are scheduled for today. 4 p.m. Eastern on the main channel. We'll do another check and see what's going on. And just send out prayers to those families. This was kind of interesting too. This lady, so somebody was posting that if you have never been to Camp Mystic, you can't comprehend how this was never something we could fathom. The riverfront was vast, and the cabins are much higher. Maybe that's why. Maybe the picture of the Tweety and I shows you Harrison Hall in the back dining hall. The second story was level with the cabins. Rec hall behind my daughter with me. Water was up to the second story. The picture of my daughter and friends shows you the elevation of how far away the river was. All of this was underwater. So they're saying these structures are like on elevated portions of the land. You see right there in the back. And then also what I found interesting was this lady that posted, and she said, I was a counselor there in 1989 and 1990. Agree. The cabins are way up the hill. As a counselor, we were told the river had flooded before, but had never entered the cabins. We were told it's safest to stay in the cabin during a flooding. I'm hearing Dick died trying to save the girls. That's the director. Man, that is so sad, man. Do you have any information today? My daughter returned from term 5 a week ago from the Cypress Lake, beyond devastated. It's not good news. I haven't had the heart to update, but it's not good. From the girls I've posted, they're either deceased or still missing. Thanks, lady. Thank you, Restore Fit, too. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's a messed up time.
Boy, I mean, that also goes to show you, you know, what was going on in the middle of the night. We've heard reports of camp counselors busting those windows because the cabins themselves started filling up so fast. The bark is stripped from the trees. That was eerie yesterday in your report where you were, from structures that were banging up against the trees.
No longer
Peyton,
private.
how are you holding up down there, talking to everybody and seeing this up close? I mean, this is just about as hard as it gets.
Yeah, and you see those photos from the cabins and of the girls, but seeing it in person is very emotional, especially, I can't see that far. Is that a pillow that's in the window?
It looks like a pillow or a sleeping bag or something.
Whatever it is
pink.
Absolutely an eerie image. Yeah, and it's pink. So, I mean, you see T-shirts in the trees. So, you know, the girls have their T-shirts just laid out for the week, excited for the weekend, and now they're all in the trees. So, yeah.
Oh, Peyton. Just agony for people and the unknown.
We're seeing this. Yeah, and we're seeing this all the way down the Guadalupe River, these trees that are now completely horizontal, like Dylan mentioned, the force of that rushing water. This site of these trees being horizontal is all the way down
check that out.
the river, Ingram into Kerrville and beyond. So these first responders are having to go through these horizontal trees, these mangled trees, and cars in the trees, mattresses in the trees, to just try to find hopefully any of these missing people.
Yeah, and the thing is too, and just to kind of add on to that as well, I think what people need to understand is that this is not your typical flood where the water gradually rises. This was much more like a tsunami. I would say even more powerful than storm surge in a hurricane. This water came in violently fast, like many reports were saying, 20, 25, 30-foot wall of water within minutes. So regardless of when the warnings came in, there was very little that people could do to react in a short period of time. So you can just see what that water, and think about how heavy a tree is. I mean, some of you may have picked up tree branches or cut up tree branches after a bad thunderstorm that have fallen. Think about how heavy trees are, and then look at the trees behind you and look at what that water did to those trees. It's impossible to swim out in that kind of condition. So it's just absolutely terrible what happened there that night.
Peyton Yeager, John Gannan, we'll let you guys go. We'll let you do some more news gathering.
All right, let's check out the TikTok. But that was interesting to see the site in the river, how close it is. There was one reporter that said it was like football fields away. It doesn't look football fields away to me. Now, she unprivated her TikTok, somebody told me. I'm thinking she was cleaning up, maybe deleting some stuff. Let me see what it says here.
Okay, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out.
I just screenshot this restaurant and the ice cream place as well as other places she's mentioned, and I'm going to call them and send them all to her comments.
I mean, again, I have to remind myself I'm dealing with people who have a third grade education. You calling a restaurant or an ice cream shop that I visited is not going to stop them from serving me. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if that's clear because I'm dealing with people who have a third grade education, but knock yourself out. Please call the restaurants that I visited. I mean, Houston's a big ass city and I've been to a lot of restaurants, but please call the restaurants, call the ice cream shops. I don't know if you think this is like Andy Griffith, Mulberry Bill or whatever the fuck. Like, it's not like a one-horse town with one stoplight or some shit where there's only 2 restaurants. Like, it's a pretty big city, but knock yourself out. Like, I'm actually really, I'm surprised by like all of this attention. There's no other word for it, because this is hilarious right here. This has probably got to take the cake. This is the funniest comment I've seen all night. As far as like your levels of harassment and what you're gonna do and who's gonna do what, please, you have my permission to call every restaurant and ice cream shop in Houston.
Lord, man, I don't know. We're definitely got to follow back, because I don't know if we're gonna see an apology or a crying video. I'm sorry. Out of the thousands of comments you've been receiving, it's funny the ones you chose to reply to. Oh, you want attention, Chloe? I think she's maybe partly enjoying this too. I think she probably scrubbed some stuff.
Something we grew up eating, it's called quesadillas. It's basically meat jello with garlic. This is gelatin.
Racism is
God,
somehow tied to the food that they consume.
What?
Right? Now let me cook. Now listen to me. Hear me out. Used to eat in the 50s, right? Now imagine.
Her whole identity is race and racism. That she thrives off of that.
Good morning.
Who's going to church
MAGA
this morning?
Racist.
Good morning, MAGA racist. She's the most racist person. She's racist.
Good morning.
Projection.
MAGA racist. I hope that seeing my face this morning has really pissed you off. I know y'all really hate the girl, but hold on. Somebody called me fat in the comments. Now that, the monkeys and the niggas and we hope you die, bitch, that shit don't get me. But hold on. Somebody called me fat. What's tea? Because what am I missing here? Hold on. I just lost 5 pounds. What you will not do is body shame and call a skinny bitch fat. That's what you won't do. Well, it's another beautiful day in Zamunda. It's Sunday morning. Are y'all going to church? Are you going to church? It'd be nice if you did. Go ahead and show up. Go ahead and show up to the Universalist Church. Go ahead.
Oh my
It'd be
God.
nice. I mean, they're definitely used to having MAGA protesters at their church, so it really wouldn't be anything new. They're used to evangelical psychopaths out there protesting against them. They're out there all the time. So go ahead, pull up a lawn chair, go sit out there. They'll let you do it. They're definitely used to it, because they're used to your type of Christian hate outside of that church all the time. It's always some, old ass white person with a banner and talking about how this church supports abortion rights and how y'all hate that shit because, women shouldn't have control over their bodies. Y'all hate that shit. But yeah, go ahead and embarrass yourself. There is cameras in the sanctuary and all around the church. So if y'all go up there acting a fool, we're going to put it on camera and we will post it. Or at least I'll post it, because that shit will be funny as hell. But yeah, have the happy.
I wonder if somebody's gonna have a talk with her, or her husband. Probably not. Maybe he's for all this stuff, but he's he's bringing all this attention to them. Might not be the right attention that he wants.
Sunday you deserve. Thank you for all the hate comments. I know y'all love to see a black girl shining and winning. I know y'all hate to see it. I really do. And the fact that I just lost like 5 pounds. Ooh. The fat comment hurt my feelings. Whoever called me fat, fuck you.
Yeah, I think the thing is too, she's enjoying
Mental
this attention.
illness is off the chain.
Oh my gosh. I think she must have scrubbed, because I think she had other videos. She privated, deleted some videos, and then unprivated the account again. La da la da la. Well, the car czar, thank you so much for the 20. Yeah, the husband's probably just as bad. All right, guys, man. I will catch you later. We'll do an update this afternoon with the press conference, and we'll see what they have to say. Hopefully, it's not a Governor Abbott press conference. I'd rather the officials that are like the people that are involved with the search and stuff. They're more informative and giving resources and information. All right, guys, I will catch you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Condolences to all the people that have passed away or the people that are missing. You know, prayers with the families. That's a tough job to try to find all these people in the mess with the floods and the debris and all that water. All right, guys, take care. Peace. Bye. Love you. Bloop, 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 bloop.